Hello everyone, greetings of the session. So in the last session, we have learned what is software, types of software, and what is the purpose of software, right? With the example we have learned. So now let's continue. In this lesson, we are going to start Android. Let me start with helping you understand what is Android, okay? So we can define Android using 3 points, okay? Basically using 3 points. When someone asks you what is Android, so when I'm taking offline classes in colleges or corporates, wherever I'm taking, first of all, I ask the question to participant, what is Android? Some people say the right answer, and some people say Android is a programming language, Android is Android application. Like this, I get a lot of answers, okay? So the right answer is, what is Android? Android is a specially designed OS for mobile devices. Okay. Hereafter, if someone asks you what is Android, you can say Android is a operating system. It comes under system software. Okay. This is OS. Okay. It's a specially designed OS for mobile devices. For desktops, we have Windows, right? Windows and all is there. And for mobile, we have Android. Okay. First point, it's a OS for mobile devices. Second point, it's based on Linux. Linux, right? People might have heard of Linux. Linux is also a operating system, and we have developed, the people have developed Android by modifying the Linux. They have taken the Linux kernel 2.6 and then they modified it. Modified in the sense they just added the features what all they want. They just removed the features what all they don't want. Finally, what we got is Android OS. Okay. As Linux is also open source, Android is also open source. As Linux is open source, Android is also open source. Fine. That's what the third point, open source. What is mean by open source? Okay, I asked this question to people. People say a lot of answers. They simply say it's free, available to everyone, like that. But obviously, and I can tell you with the example. Obviously, open source means it's free, it's available to everyone. Anybody can modify it. They can create their own version. Okay. For example, if you take, for example, Samsung, OnePlus, like many mobile devices, right? Let's say, for example, let's take Lollipop, Android version Lollipop. It's supposed to be looking the UI, right? That's supposed to be looking same on Samsung and OnePlus. Different mobiles are there, right? Moto, but it won't look same. They have their own branding, right? So what happens is these companies download the raw OS from Google, they modify it as per their need, they put their branding and then they launch it with their device. Google is not asking any question, why are you downloading my OS and launching it with your device with your brand name? No, because Android is a open source. Anybody can download, modify, you can do whatever you want. You can make your own version of yourself. Google is not going to ask any question. This is what example for open source. Okay, it's free. Android OS is free. You can simply download from internet, obviously from Google. Okay. Once again, what is Android? Android is a OS. In this course, we are going to learn how to develop Android application for the. Sorry, I'm sorry. In this course, we are going to learn how to develop Android application for Android OS. Okay, by using programming language Java, by using a tool Android Studio, those and all we will learn in the upcoming lessons. Okay, so we have understood what is Android, right? Now you need to understand what is Android application and what is Android application development. So what is Android application? If it is offline class, I ask a lot of questions. It's interactive. I cannot take classes to computer, to camera. My session is always interactive. So now I'll tell you what is Android application. Instead of, when I ask this question, what is Android application, people say a lot of examples, right? Uber, Facebook, WhatsApp, Opera Mini, Google Chrome, right? So instead of taking complex example, let's take a simple example. As we have learned what is software, whatever the process you are doing in real time, that can be developed as an Android app, right? Similar way, whatever process you are doing in real time, that can be developed as an Android app. For example, when you go to school and college, they take attendance, right? Teacher will say the student name, Ramesh, student will say present, Suresh, absent. Like that, people will say, right? This process, we are doing it manually, right? But for this process, we can develop one Android application. So what we can do is we can develop one Android application and load all the names into that Android application. Okay. And you can simply click a button. It will say the names, Ramesh, and it can also listen to what student is saying. If he says present, it can detect he's saying present and it can mark present. If someone says he's absent, it can also detect it's absent and it will mark it's absent. So by the end of all the names, you have a report. How many people are present? How many people are not present? So this report can be mailed to principal. Okay, that's it. So whatever process you are doing in real time, that can be developed as an Android app. It is saving our time. It is making our process more efficient. So this is what Android application. Okay, this you can put it in your mobile and make use of it. Okay. So coming to Android app development. So if you want to develop one Android application, you will be using one programming language and you will be using one tool to develop this Android application. Okay, that's what we are going to learn in this course. You can able to develop Android applications independently on your own if you are following what I'm saying. Okay, superb. So let's understand small history of Android. 2003, Mr. Andy Rubin, he is called as father of Android. He started a company called Android Nick and started to work on Android OS. On 2005, Google bought Android Nick. So from 2005 onwards only, Google is an Android product. So before that, they were funding the Andy Rubin's Android Nick, and 2005, they bought it fully. On 2008, first Android device was launched, HTC Dream. Okay, that is the first. That is also called as T-Mobile. Fine. So understanding versions history is very important. So all the versions will be coming in alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P. After that, they decided to have a globally common name. Hereafter, it's going to be Android 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Every version will have three parameters. One is version name. As you can see here, version name, version number, and API level. Version name is what you're saying, Lollipop, KitKat, Marshmallow, right? Version number is something like this. For KitKat, 4.4 is the version number. And these two is for user reference and API level is for developer reference. Okay, every version is assigned with some number. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. That's what API level. So this is Android version history and it is having three parameters. Keep it in mind, it will be useful for you in the future. Fine. Let's go further. So let us understand small history of these tools, development tools that we are going to use. These are all small introduction. If you don't want to learn this, then you can directly go to the hands-on by fast forwarding. And earlier, when I started my career in 2000, around 2013, we were using Eclipse. It's a very good tool. This is actually a Java development tool. We add Android as a plugin and then we developed Android applications. After that, IntelliJ, and now we have Android Studio. Android Studio is the most efficient tool, most user-friendly tool, most advanced and complex tool. It requires certain configuration to run. And like minimum, Android Studio itself will require 8 GB of RAM, 3 GHz processor speed, i5 or i7. This is what minimum requirement for Android Studio. If you have less configuration, it will take a lot of time to run your application. When you click run, it takes a lot of time. Okay, so that is a problem here. And also, and I would like to show you some funny thing. That is, if you go and type Android Studio memes, you get a lot of memes. Okay, you see, a lot of memes is that because that much RAM it takes. It's a complex tool. If you are using in small, less RAM, I will tell you what happens. This is some funny meme. So whenever I open this image, he is still waiting. You see, he's trying to open Android Studio on 2 GB RAM. He click run and he's trying to open and still he's waiting. He became a skeleton. So it's just for fun, but the thing is, it's a complex tool. You need a good configuration. Okay, awesome. Let's go further. And I love Android Studio. And you no need to type the coding entirely. It will generate automatically. Lot of things, lot of features are there. Shortcut is awesome. If I'm not using Android Studio for more than 4 to 5 days, I'll miss it. So that much I love it. Okay, superb. I think you will also start loving it. It's a very good tool. Go further, and I'm going to say, you no need to have very good knowledge on coding. This course I have designed to bring people inside Android app development. It's not going to be a very difficult one. Okay, so you don't need to have any program language. The coding will be generated for you automatically. Okay, you no need to memorize also, because if you memorize the code today, you have this code. Tomorrow they will change the code. Google will be keep changing the code. So you no need to memorize also. At the time, whatever functionality you want, just Google it, get the code, and put it in the place wherever you want. That's it. You are good to go. Okay. Even if you go for interview, they won't ask to like mostly they don't ask to explain the code. They don't ask you to say what is the coding for this one. They cannot, they won't ask. So you no need to memorize the code, don't worry about it. And for coding part, we are going to use Java in this course. They have also one more programming language, Kotlin is available. And but now we are going to learn with Java here. And for UI design, we are going to do with XML. You no need to learn XML because the XML will be auto generated. You will be simply editing it. Okay, that's it. Okay, so this is my LinkedIn link. Okay, these are all you have already, I think. Fine. So one of the important things, why you should learn Android and what are the ways you can get paid once you know Android. Okay, this is some important information that will be that might excite you. The first point is Play Store. You can develop an Android application and you can launch it in the Play Store. You can launch it as a free application. If you launch it as a free, if the download count is high, you can show advertisements, in-app ad, right? Ad, you can show some banner ad at the bottom, some full screen video and all playing, right? Through that you get paid. Okay, there are some friends of mine, they who are earning 30,000 per month just with the Android app, 1 lakh per month. People are there, even 3 lakh per month. So people are earning. Okay, so it is possible. Even my friends are earning, then definitely you can also make it happen. The thing is, it should be a very good one, useful to the people. They should be able to uh, use it. They should have it in their mobile. I kind of say people will uninstall, right, if they don't like your application. So kind of fine. So if you are not want to launch it as a free, and if you think your app is very, very good, then you can launch it as a paid application. If there is a demand, people will buy it. And if the 2% goes to the Google and remaining 98% comes to you. Okay. And you can do freelance project. As I said, attendance app, right? Attendance app also like this. As we are born in India, we have a lot of problems around us, right? So find a solution. You can give solution to a problem by using technology. It's a great thing, actually. So of course you can teach Android. The freelance project, just go out of your home, wherever you are, just look around, you find, definitely you will find some problem, right? That problem can be solved with the Android technology. I don't know if you are getting it or not. Like that, I said attendance application, right? As we are born in India, we have a lot of problems. So recently, GPC is fixed on government buses in Chennai, right? So like this is a solution. Uber is a solution, right? It is connecting the people, customers and drivers. Before that, it was very difficult. Now it's in a single click, you can able to book a cab, right? Both of them are getting benefited. Oyo, there were many hotels, many customers, but they were not connected. Oyo is the solution. So like this, I can say a lot of, when we were sending SMSs, communication was happening through SMS. Even I was being a 90s kid, we sent a lot of SMS and they reduced it to 100, 160 message something, 100 message per day. At that time, WhatsApp came, boom, right? So like this solution, if you have a correct solution, you can become a millionaire or billionaire. Obviously, you can. Okay. And of course, you can teach Android all over the world. Anybody can learn Android, right? Starting whoever can understand what I'm saying, right? So for example, third standard, starting from second standard or third standard, it doesn't mean age is not a issue. Anybody can become Android developer. Anybody can learn Android. Okay. It's open source. Anybody can download Android Studio, install it, and start developing application, launch it in Play Store, get paid. That's it. It depends on how talented you are. Okay. And lastly, and most importantly, you can get a job as Android developer. Right now, I used to say Android is booming. Android is going to boom, but it is boom already. It's in top right now. If you know Android, definitely you get job. Okay, even if you're fresher, experienced people, obviously people, companies hunting them. Yes, you can get a job as Android developer. This is what the one people usually choose. Obviously, you can get it. Okay, that's it. So feel free to ask your doubts in the comment section. Let me know. Okay. And after this lesson, we are going to start hands-on. Okay. See you guys in the next lesson. Take care.